Hello, my name is Nick Miklinski, and I'm excited to present to you the Authentic Learning Farm School Action Plan using the Appreciative Inquiry approach. In this final assignment, I will focus on my vision for staff collaborative leadership. The positive lens of Appreciative Inquiry will focus on the best school year begins with one great day at school. I will narrate this assignment from the perspective of an experienced teacher of the school. In the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to share with you what makes this new school so successful. But first, I want to introduce you to what the term authentic learning really means. Think back to when you were a student sitting at your desk. Did you ever wonder how what the teacher was teaching you could be related to real life outside the classroom? For me, that's why I love science class, and especially when we went to the science lab or on field trips. As an authentic learning teacher, we show students what we learn in books applies to real life. And it is those experiences that help each one of us to uncover our interests and expand on our own passions as a lifelong learner. We can say authentic learning is learning by doing or active learning, taking what you've learned and applying it to the real world around us, and vice versa. Now, it's not just about science class. We can use authentic learning in the maths, social studies, health, and even language and literature classes. So, here at the Farm School, the goal is to take all the education standards our students need to learn and apply them to a more non-traditional setting. Of course, we have classrooms, some desks and chairs, but the students have the opportunity to learn in small group discussions, lots of hands-on activities, cooperative and community learning, and even have their own little plot of land in the greenhouse and outdoor classroom areas. The first step of this action plan is the Discover phase. Part of the journey as a teacher is not only learning how to effectively teach students in meaningful ways, but also discover with students the joy of coming to those light bulb moments in our own self-discovery. Each teacher comes to the farm school as a mentee. To become a mentor, they must work at their own pace to complete one cycle. Since it's on a volunteer basis, most teachers choose to work towards this as it shows commitment to both their own professional aspirations and the school community itself. For me, I'll explain more in the design phase about what a cycle looked like for me. Unique to the farm school, we have more of a functional organizational structure where each team has a leader, and those leaders have equal voting power within the major decisions of the farm school. Rather than a top-down model, this structure provides new teachers and staff members more confidence to focus and improve themselves within their own PLC, while giving the opportunity to work in other parts of the school to become more well-rounded. A critical part of staff development is our focus on internal collaborative leadership. Within each department, the staff follows a mentorship structure where the more experienced will mentor the less experienced. Then the mentors will work with other leadership staff to further develop professional development most useful for each department. There are so many opportunities with great ideas to rise to the top. That's one thing I really love about the school. Even if some of the ideas are only related to one department, the mentees can bounce ideas off one another and experiment with the mentors and in the classroom with students. Part of the Discover experience is getting to know ourselves more and more. When I first started teaching at the school nearly 5 years ago, I was hired as an English teacher. But after working with so many great people, I've realized my greatest interests and passions are in sustainability. So with our team, our focus is a PLC where we work on passion projects related to sustainability in the community. Another aspect of the farm school that I really love is I feel that I'm part of a broader community. Not only do they take care of the students and staff at school, but they are always looking for ways to give first, both in the community and among staff members. Just like I shared about my passion project in sustainability, one of the fruits that came of it was the farm school has an abundance of resources. Rather than keeping for themselves or lining the pockets of the founders, they provide weekend farmers markets, workshops, and green camps for a way to give back to the community. Most Fridays, staff members can participate in weekly Give First Harvest and Abundance programs. Using the lottery system, in each department, staff members receive a weekend gift basket of whatever is in abundance during that season. Not every staff member needs it, but those who do need it are made sure they're given to first. And remember the mentors in the farm school? Part of their responsibility is to create a unique workshop, seminar, and other activities for students and staff, so that we don't have to look for the expertise outside the farm school. So our continuing education is not only fun, but relatable to what we need at school. So, how does a teacher go from a mentee to a mentor? Well, it's important to say upfront that not every teacher is required to become a mentor. Of course, there are financial benefits, but first, it is most important to view the role of mentor as a leader. Through my interview process, it was made clear that the farm school founders really want a community of educators who look outside the box. But above all else, it is critical that each staff member feels safe and secure in their work environment and that the leadership displays fairness and trust and transparency. As this collaborative leadership structure heavily relies on the mentorship roles and responsibilities, it is not only experience that is a qualifying element, but also the willingness to collaborate and provide credibility as a well-rounded staff member at the farm school. A well-rounded staff member is someone who has met the expectations of their hired position, as well as collaborated with other departments in a meaningful way. So earlier, I mentioned that I successfully made it through one cycle and then became a mentor. Let me explain this cycle. A cycle consists of first being hired for a particular position and successfully completing the school year with your class. Then, in the second year, the mentee has the choice to join another open mentee position in another department. For me, I decided to join the agriculture department. It was a natural fit since I've had hobbies in gardening growing up. During that year, I worked as an assistant in the greenhouse and in the community business side. I really learned a lot and almost stayed there an extra year. I can see how it's essential to get experience in different departments to become a well-rounded teacher. The following school year, I had a choice to return back to my original position or pursue another mentee position in a different department. Again, I chose to join the administrative department as an assistant and a mentee. I really learned a lot. It wasn't an easy year, but I can say I have a better appreciation for all those who are in that department. And I made a lot of great friends too. Finally, in my fourth year, I returned to the education department as a teacher and mentor. And that completed my cycle. Now that I'm a mentor, I want to continue to teach and gain a particular specialization in sustainability. I think there are a lot of great opportunities to become a PLC leader and team leader one day. Lastly, I'll mention about quality management. For some, as the farm school grows in size, popularity, and complexity, so do its challenges. However, I've seen that with the overall commitment to staff collaborative leadership and PLCs, there has been a very low turnover rate. Teachers are happy, students are happy, and the community is happy. Looking ahead to my professional future here at the farm school, the sky's the limit. Who am I to precisely say what I'll be doing in 5 or 10 years? Just 5 years ago when I started, I thought I was just going to be an English teacher at the farm school. Now I'm working on hosting my first PLC workshop and will be assisting other mentors in the Green Camp this summer. Not only are the students reaping the rewards of a well-developed system, but so are the teachers and support staff. One of the great advantages of the Authentic Learning Farm School is that we are not limited by what the typical student can do, but only what the student can dream. And that's why each of us strives for the best school year begins with one great day at school.